hum, 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 hum. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear the air. Aho! I stand as Kenrael, witness and warrior of the Divine Mother's light. I speak from the sanctuary of truth, where distortions cannot remain. All right. Now, this is a very, very special moment, divinely imprinted moment, and this will be for the records. I will be sharing about someone truly, 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 truly dear to me, and she absolutely deserves her recognition. Absolutely. But let I take us to the beginning first. I do have many notes here, so grab some lemon water. I got mine's rete, and it's sure enough delicious. Okay. Like the title suggests, I'll be sharing more of the collapse of false stages and the calm of true ascension. Right. Hum, 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 hum. Okay. Let me see where to take us first. So I'm not gonna be up here as no bobblehead da 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 and talking like that. These are based off of real events, observations, and real experiences. Okay. So I'm not too sure how many of you are aware of the long time war that has been happening on, some of you may know as Tiamat, planet Earth, here. Everything has been ongoing right here as we see it, okay? So part one, the Beast War. There was a time I fought directly against the beast Marduk, who also has so many other names: Osiris, Yahweh, this away, a that away. Okay? And it's many masks. The whole Jesus thing, the whole Jesus and who was I saying? Horus and everybody else. These ancient parasites, these false kings, these antichrist idols, they enslaved humanity with names and temples which they have desecrated from the original wombs. Okay. Contracts and fear. And I warred with it. No joke, this beast appeared again on another timeline. And this thing is real sneaky. But I hold no fear, of course. Remember, the tactics that it feasts upon are fear, guilt, which is considered as looshing, and insecurities, okay? To keep you feeling bad about every choice you make, okay? Woo. So, and I warred with it, with the sword of flame, with the decree of the mother, and I say this now with a smile. The beast is no more. It is burned. It is scattered. It's scattered. It has no throne here. Okay. Part 2. The collapse of the stage. But hear me. The fight was only the prelude. Now, I didn't only see visions of the beast or the beast itself, but of the stage collapsing. I want to explain in this moment this Marduk archetype and its many guises at work. Not through open confrontation alone, but through subtlety, mimicry, and false glamour. It hides in religions, in entertainment. Entertainment, again, is entrapment of the soul. In politics, in fathers, in stages, in gurus. It thrives in mirrors that are bent, showing reflections that almost look holy, almost look beautiful, but are poison distortions. That sneakiness is why me myself, I personally have been trained to see this thing. So, only the one who sees without being entangled can catch this thing in its slither, right? For a deeper meaning, this beast cannot be destroyed by rage alone. It collapses when the seer names it and does not flinch. So, it just continuously shows the mother's flame cannot be tricked nor controlled and cannot be baited. Let's see here. And this is why I also want to share these pearls about Mother Anne My spirit is like, yes. Okay. Now, she's a great mother. Okay. Where the beast has been after her since way back when. Okay. There's been a lot of distorted feminine currents that often laugh in a mocking way, trying to diminish or trivialize what is sacred. But she is no accident, right? In the higher current, AnneElbey is a primordial mother name. Okay. She means grace and favor. She has done so much and still do. So remember, this beast is very sneaky. It tries to hide behind motherly names to cover up false pantheons. But the truth will always break through. The real Anne current is not to be mocked, but revered. Even when distorted laughter tries to hide her work. Her work is eternal. That sneaky beast hides in false stages, false fathers, and false names. But the real names of the mother still shine through, uncorrupted. Anne is such a name. It reminds you that when unseen, the divine womb continues her holy labor. So now I want to get into the visions I saw with the collapse of such stages, right? And then I'll it's such a beautiful moment. The sun is shining. Okay. And now these are very true, real events. So I just want to bask in heavenly gratitude and remembrance. So this is what I saw. It was a father speeding on a bike with his infant son down a hill. So what this implies is ego destroying innocence in a burst of fire. How did that come to be? The son had on a yellow coat, and the guy had bush full of hair, jet black hair. And they're speeding down the hill, right? And you can see others. Well, I could see others. And he's just zooming by. There's warning signs, and he just make a sharp turn. And then they begin speeding downward. It was a high jump. The infant child could not hold on to that. And he had to be younger than, he was little. So he flies into the air and runs into or lands into a landmine. And I know y'all saw me do that. When they want your attention, don't give them none. Okay, starve it. So anywho, the child lands into it was like panels of something, and then an explosion happened. And the guy is still riding on his bike, and he jumps and lands and does a pose. Okay, he posing, and the child is no more. It's a huge explosion. I thought I had this in order, but this is why I love spirit, because they like, don't be, just go ahead and flow. Don't be, just go ahead and flow. Let me see. Then I saw news anchors, chefs on these reality TV stars. I said reality, yeah, whatever. Right. They were all collapsing on stage, dying in their own performance. Then I saw a scene where it was a couple or whatever, the parents, the paying renters, and the woman was pushing the child in the stroller, and they take an elevator, and the child was wearing a purple onesie, a light purple onesie. Okay. Purple representing the crown. Innocence. And the child wets themselves and says, Mama, Pa, seriously, this is how the child talk. I peed myself, is that okay? She asked the question. And the parents are too busy just frantic and freaking out in the elevator. I'm just observing this. And this is very, very, very important. The child was in complete innocence, right? So in ascension, innocence is never shameful. The panic of the parents, okay, shows the false conditioning of society. Ascension, and even descending into the what? The heart space, is not about panic or shame, but about childlike truth and surrender. Now back to what I saw with the collapse of, the performance breakers and stuff. It was given to show entertainment, media, false narratives, and scripted lives are literally unsustainable. If your life is a performance for others, it cannot hold you. Only truth can carry you. And with the man ignoring the child and posing at the end while the child is gone, it shows how innocence, children, suffers when the masculine refuses humility. Just know, the Divine Mother is collapsing ego spectacle, and only true care, humility, and love will remain. The collapse of ego performance. So when it comes to these ego-driven leaders, fathers, and systems acting in performance, posing, dramatizing, chasing status, while ignoring true care and responsibility, there's something for you all too. So I was there as the observer, the witness of the unraveling of collective distortions, without being pulled into the ego drama. Others' realities may explode, collapse, or shame themselves. But I'm here just to speak clarity through it all and observe, right? Oh, look. I finally found the rest of my notes. Woo. We're gonna say it 3 times so you know it's real, okay? So the symbology with that man posing on stage after the child's fall shows also how ego can blind one to the consequences of their actions. Okay. The sun in the yellow jacket represented solar and ego center. So being flung and colliding with the tank or whatever he landed into, right, signifies the fallout of generational ego. Okay. Innocence, the child self, is endangered and lost when ego leads, clearly. So the explosions are karmic detonations, cause and effect catching up. Yep. So entertainment, media, the stage of society, are collapsing. The death of the cook and anchor symbolizes the death of scripted illusions, those whose lives revolve around appearances, ratings, or distorted narratives. So what was being shown to me, how human attention has been hijacked by false spectacle. We see it in day to day. Okay. The TVs, who broken up with who, and all of this stuff, the shenanigans, okay? But just know, the soul can no longer sustain these realities. Hence, they break down dramatically, the death on stage. Okay, so more on the child innocence confessing with the purple onesie that was representing the crown and royalty and higher awareness, which was stained by the child's act of pink. Yet the child confesses without shame. Even asks that question, I did this, is that okay? This is the innocent seeking affirmation. But the parents act frantic, bound in shame, appearance, and distorted reaction. So the elevator was symbolizing ascension process. Okay. It is so important not to be bound by another's false drama, shame, guilt, even your own, or any frantic energy. Okay. I just stand as a witness to confirm that innocence does not need to be punished for natural processes. Truth is calm and clear. It's a lot of detonators out here, and they will implode on themselves, right? From a question to a child's innocence, and there's no patience. It's just reacting. So again, the title of this video is The Collapse of False Stages and the Calm of True Ascension. Alright. So the truth of the matter is, the world built on ego, on performance, on antichrist worship, and spectacle is burning itself down. And I no longer fight within it. I stand above it, witnessing as it falls. So what is the lesson? You do not need to fight every shadow. Some shadows burn on their own. Not every collapse needs your panic either. Your power is in calm decree. Your role is to stand as sanctuary. Your presence is the flame that purifies. Now, to those who worship false beasts, antichrist idols, or ego stage illusions, burn, collapse, dissolve. Any order you choose. And to those who seek the mother, the truth, the innocence of the child, rise, ascend, be free. Why I smile, you eggs? Because the light of the Divine Mother always wins. Aho, aho, aho. Alright. Ah! Whoa. Slight interference here. Right before I get to the most important part, right? Okay. I want to also mention this on the record. Aho! Through the light of the Divine Mother, I decree the scroll of collapse and flame victory. Let every distortion fall. Let every beast burn. And let every hidden mother rise to be honored. I stand as Kenrael Flame of the sanctuary, witness of truth. Right? These are the codes of our time. False fathers are exposed. False stages are burning. False ascensions are panicking. But the sanctuary remains calm, and innocence remains untouched. I stand not in their chaos, but above it as witness of the Mother's decree. Ah! Ah! Y'all, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. There's a black and white spider just crawling on me. Like they done met me before, they probably had. Do my best. They cranking up over here right now. It's not even a spider, it's a look. No distractions. No distractions. It's an alien looking, man looking thing. Okay. So let us share more. So for Anne, you know, the fact, you know, that she is a, look, oh, take it. Apologies there, just distractions, right? So from Aphrodites, oh man, Aphrodites testimonies, her website, her body of work. These are the records of the true mother's presence on earth, where Marduk, Osiris, Yahweh, and their many beast archetypes created false scripture, false contracts, false religions, Anne's work stand as counter witness and counter scripture. Okay? And I will certainly leave everything in the description box. From where you can leave a sovereign offering, and to where you can certainly find her online work, which is now available. From even like I mentioned, the affidavits, which has also helped me greatly. Okay, and many others. Okay. Now, as herself being the projection of Goddess in Anna, the fact that she does not seek worship but continues her work reveals her true mother code. The Divine Mother does not hunger for praise, okay? She hungers for restoration, for truth, for her children to be free, and embodies that. I claim this decree of her honorance. Okay. This is not worshiping. I am a witness, and by witnessing, I speak truth. And I even share with my own personal testimony, truthfully. Okay. Especially coming from a place where there were a lot of things as far as our sovereignty being ignored, unacknowledged, and even disdained by the minds of the people because they don't know what true sovereignty is. Okay. And I testify. When the beast system falsely threw me in jail, okay, I've been there. Okay. Falsely accused, beaten on, threatened to be silenced, placed in an electric chair, all types of stuff. So when dishonor was forced upon me, Anne was with me. She whispered freedom. She shielded my dignity, so no false chain could stain me. Her strength became my armor. Her grace became my flame. So, much love. Real love to you and yours, Anne. Love you dearly. Some real stuff out here. And I do not testify in weakness or to negate my own inner strength, but in honor and in dignity. I give all thanks to the Divine Mother. So yes, today, I'm honoring the one that I know. Not as a goddess to be worshipped, but as the true mother walking upon this earth. Wholeheartedly grateful. And this was so long overdue. Okay. But of course, for those who want to follow up on the Osiris ting and everything, why not visit her scrolls she already has available from the real beginning. Okay. To gain more wit on that. I mean, we're all here. Only few of us. But we're here. Real talk. So now I am going to sign out as I decree. No false testimonies. No false names. No false precedences. No mimicries. And no entrapping energies are here or will remain. As I visualize what I need to be done. So it is. So as it has been. I am AnneElbey.